This episode is brought to you by Fond Recollections. Cherish the fond memories of your loved ones with their interactive living obituary.
Ever since he came into our lives, he became one of the family. But now he's gone. Time goes by so fast, I wonder if she'll remember him as she grows older without him. Fond Recollections offers us a chance to remember him when he was young and full of life. With Fond Recollections memorial plaques and website, we can upload all our photos and videos of him. Visit fondrecollection.com today and cherish the happy memories of your loved ones.
Chapter 8. Something tingling.
I hate my dress.
Judy kicked the skirt of her dress angrily as she stared at herself dejectedly in the mirror.
I wish I had the money to get my dream dress. Then I wouldn't have to be stuck with this stupid thing.
She stomped her feet and pulled at the fabric of her much-loathed dress. It was the day of Judy's wedding, and everything was not going well. The botanical gardens were set and ready, and everything was scheduled to start on time. But Judy was stuck dealing with the fashion emergency. She only had 8 hours to get it sorted. Then she had to walk down the aisle, ugly dress or not.
Don't worry, Judy,
Hannah assured her.
Look, we took pictures of you in your dream dress at Madame Ingrid's, remember?
She said, waving her phone in Judy's face.
So, you want to show my guests a picture of me in my dream dress before I walk down in this hideous thing?
She asked sarcastically.
No, girl.
Hannah rolled her eyes.
I know someone that can help. This girl I know from high school did some of my best outfits back in the day. Her parents owned a tailoring shop. She helped them out all the time and she do amazing alterations. She can add all the bells and whistles that were on your dream dress on this dress. Trust me, it will look just as good as the highly priced ones, and it would be done for a less expensive price.
This sounded like music to Judy's ears.
Really?
Judy asked, hopeful for the first time.
Can she do it at such short notice?
Judy asked, concerned.
And can she make it look just like the picture?
Hannah nodded.
Yes, girl. Kai Wan is an experienced tailor that has done alterations, sewing, and dry cleaning for my family for years. Remember that dress I wore on prom night?
Yes, I remember.
Judy said excitedly.
That was the prettiest dress at prom.
Hannah leaned over as if she were about to divulge a big secret.
Shit, girl. I got that dress from Sears clearance.
Judy's mouth dropped open.
I just had Kai do her magic on it, and bam, I killed it at that prom.
Judy remembered the dress well. Hannah had wowed the entire school in her deep V-neck, one-shoulder sequin prom dress with a split design. She had managed to snag the title of prom queen as well. Judy was sold.
Let's do this,
Judy declared.
Now, where is this Kai Wan lady?
Hannah smiled.
I've called her already, and she's just pulling up now. She'll have your current dress looking like your dream dress in no time.
Yay!
Judy shrieked and hugged Hannah.
Thank you so much!
Kai Wan walked in, and Judy showed her the picture. She assured Judy that she can get the dress done in time, and Judy is relieved. After 6 hours, Kai Wan showed up with the altered dress. When she unzipped the bag, Judy's jaw dropped. Kai had somehow managed to make her boring old dress look like the dress of her dreams. She had added rhinestones to the bodice to mimic the bling of the previous dress, and had the eyelet lace as well. She had also added a glittery ribbon to her corset, which made it look like the picture. She also cut out the dress's old sleeves and added new drop sleeves that looked just like the sleeves on Judy's dream dress, but hers in beautiful lace. Judy was ecstatic.
Wow.
She gasped in amazement.
How did you make it look exactly like my dream dress in such a short time?
Kai Wan smiled graciously.
Well, girl, I did it for you. Though I got to say, I didn't have time to sew all the lace and extra fabric on the train, so I just used a combination of hot glue and prayer.
Judy frowned.
Are you sure the dress will hold up though?
She asked nervously.
I don't want my train to fall off halfway through the wedding.
Oh, no, girl. Don't even worry your pretty self about that. I used industrial strength adhesive. Believe me when I say it holds up. You can vogue down the aisle if you wanted to.
Kai said with a confident smile on her face. Judy squealed in excitement.
In that case, thank you so much, girl. It looks wonderful. You are heaven sent.
Judy put the dress on and turned around to look at herself in the full-length mirror. She looked phenomenal. The dress fit her very well, and despite being a little scratchy where Kaiwan had added the extra fabric and hot glue, it looked just like the dream dress. Judy's co-worker at the salon had done her makeup, a classic look with wing eyeliner and nude lipstick. Maria had done her hair, creating an intricate updo with baby pearls strewn in her bun. The tiara she got to hold her veil in place added the perfect final touch to her fairy tale princess fantasy. Judy had felt like she just walked off the pages of the Disney fairy tale. In a sense, she was floating.
Just look at my girl, standing there in her elegant wedding dress. Now turn around so I could see all those alterations made to your dress.
Judy turned around to see Robin standing behind her, smiling.
Well, damn. I got a couple suits that this Kaiwan can alter for me as well.
Robin laughed.
This girl sure ain't messing around. She hook up all nicely. You're angelic.
Judy laughed and kissed him on the cheek.
You look beautiful, baby.
Robin said proudly.
And look, your sister made it to your wedding.
Teresa walked in and hugged Judy. Judy looked gorgeous in a wispy, baby pink georgette dress that made her look like some ethereal fairy. Amazing as she looked, Teresa had taken care to dress in a way that didn't overshadow her sister on her big day, and it showed.
I'm so glad you're here, sis.
Judy whispered.
I'm so sorry about your wedding, though.
Teresa smiled wanly.
It's okay. My stubborn ways finally came to bite me in the ass.
She grinned more cheerfully.
But hey, I'm still getting married to the love of my life.
Judy agreed.
Exactly. And now I can make it to your wedding as well.
You better.
Teresa warned her. Judy's guests had started to arrive. They filed into the venue, admiring their surroundings. The botanical garden truly looked magical. The staff had decorated the entire venue with twinkling lanterns that bathed the room in a golden glow. Beautiful flower arrangements adorned the aisles, and there was a tall floral arch at the end, where Lucas would stand with the minister. The complimentary house band was playing slow jazz, which served as the perfect mood music for the setting. The ambiance was elegant and festive, and all the guests seemed to settle in happily, anxiously awaiting the arrival of the bride.
It's time, Daddy.
Judy whispered to Robin, eyes shining brightly.
Now let's start my wedding.
She cheered loudly, and everyone hurried to get to their places so that the wedding could commence. Judy's bridesmaids stepped out first, arm in arm with Lucas's groomsmen. Maria went first, looking beautiful in her lilac bridesmaid dress. Her thick curly hair was styled with the lilac flowers. She was wearing a matching lipstick. Lucas's groomsman looked like he couldn't believe his luck that she was walking next to him. He was cute too, Judy noted. Tall with dark hair, he seemed to be exactly Maria's type. Hannah Lee walked out next. She had styled her lilac bridesmaid's dress with a lot of chunky bracelets and a large amethyst earring. She had styled her straight silky hair in an elegant chignon bun, holding it together with a delicate lilac rhinestone butterfly. She walked down the aisle with Lucas's groomsman Larry, Lucas's gym buddy. He was a well-muscled man with blonde hair, and they looked very cute walking down together. Lastly, it was Holly's turn to walk down the aisle as maid of honor, with Lucas's best man, Robert. Robert was the owner of a construction company, tall, dark, and handsome, and Judy was sure Holly was doing her best to snag him with her feminine wiles. Judy was also sure that Robert would play right into Holly's hands, as Holly looked phenomenal. She had altered her dress to make it more form-fitting. She was wearing her hair straight and long, falling over her shoulders. She looked like a white Nicki Minaj. The wedding party was finally in place. Judy's heart started racing. Teresa squeezed her hand for luck. The band started to play Endless Love by Lionel Richie. That was Judy's cue to walk out. She took Robin's arm and headed towards the door. She could see Lucas standing at the other end of the aisle, waiting for her anxiously. One short walk was all that was standing between her and her love.
Is something burning?
Teresa remarked as she walked ahead of Judy. Judy wasn't paying attention to anything else but Lucas. Robin escorted her out of the dressing room, still marveling at how amazing his daughter looked. He noticed that now she just looked uncomfortable.
Baby, you okay?
Robin asked her as they started walking down.
Oh, I'm fine. Just my nerves.
Judy tittered nervously. She could feel a strange tingling sensation on her leg, lower back, and arms.
I'm probably just nervous.
Judy thought to herself.
I know I shouldn't be. I look amazing. I feel amazing. And the wedding is beautifully done how I want it. I'd get a very high score in the wedding challenge.
Judy tried to assure herself. The short walk down the aisle suddenly felt like 1,000 miles long. Judy couldn't ignore it any longer. The tingling sensation had turned into a horrible burning sensation. Her skin was on fire. It felt like 1,000 angry red ants were marching up and down her back. She started sweating.
I just need to make it down the aisle,
she kept telling herself, although by now it was out of the question. Judy was halfway down the aisle when she couldn't take it anymore. She looked at her arms and she could see angry-looking red whelps forming on her skin. She shrieked and started ripping out her delicate, lacy drop sleeves. They were refusing to come apart.
Damn that Kaiwan and her industrial strength glue. This shit is burning.
She shrieked. The guests were all staring at her with concern and their mouths hanging open. What on earth is going on? They thought the bride was losing her mind. It did indeed look like Judy had lost her mind. She was screeching in pain and pulling at her dress, trying to rip it apart with her bare hands. Lucas ran over to help.
Oh, get it off! Get it off! Get it off me!
Judy howled in pain. Robin ran to get her a glass of water and Teresa to get a drink. Lucas stood there as Judy ripped off her veil and shoved it in his arms. Then her bow, her sleeves, and her train. Her beautiful wedding dress was now in shreds. Holly and Maria ran to get Judy a gown. They covered her up and took her back inside the dressing room with the minister looking scandalized. Judy was in pain, embarrassed, and in tears. She couldn't believe that this shit had hit the fan bad and that fast on her big day. All her careful months of planning, her beautiful venue, and decor wasted was all she could think about. Judy was inconsolable and incapable of forming words at that moment. The moment they reached the dressing room, she just crumpled up on the floor and started bawling. Huge tears flowed down her cheeks. This was a disaster of epic proportions. Teresa handed Judy a glass of Chardonnay and knocked one down herself. Lucas sat beside Judy on the floor, petting her hand gingerly, trying to make her feel better. Judy's bridesmaids shuffled inside, looking scared and nervous. They saw Judy falling apart and they felt horrible for her, not knowing what to do to fix the situation.
I hate to ask, but what should we do about the guests and the reception?
Holly asked meekly. She didn't want to salt Judy's wounds, but the question had to be asked. Judy just looked at her with red, swollen eyes, not saying anything.
Judy? Baby?
Robin asked.
What do you want to do?
Judy glared at him.
Send them all home.
She sobbed.
This wedding is postponed.
Holly nods and drags Maria and Hannah-Lee out of the room. Teresa resolves to be a messenger, so she breaks the bad news to the guests. Lucas stays behind with Judy, consoling her. Judy couldn't believe it. Her dream day had fallen to pieces. She was not getting married today. There was no the challenge win for her.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you had fun or picked up anything from this episode, please assist by hitting the like, subscribe, and notification buttons. You can also comment and share our content. These small things really help our channel and means a lot to us. Also, special thanks to our Patreon supporters. You guys are the heartbeat of this channel, and we can't thank you enough for being so generous. If you would like to join our Patreon community, please click on the link below. You can contribute as little as $5 per month. You can get all kinds of perks. You can even buy merchandise of your favorite characters at our shop store. Click on the link provided below. That's going to do it for now. Until next time, remember, you are cherished by us, so be kind and know that we consider you as family.